Welcome to our introduction of our project demonstration. My name is Vince Stoltz. I'm first year master's in the Adult Community Education program, and then I have my group partner on team here with me. I'll let him introduce himself.
And I'm Troy Rector. As Vince said, I'm also a first year master's student, and taken two other classes along with 634. And this is our project, our demonstration video for our project that we created during this semester.
Yeah, well, our project demonstration that we put together was crafted to display in a systematic way what we have learned and gleaned knowledge about transformational learning theory. And how we navigated our way through paper, learning to integrate things together, design a program based upon that theory. Our hope is to convey the underlying structure of the knowledge that's needed to design a program based upon a learning theory, in this case, transformational learning theory, and to reveal the process to arrive at our solution.
And well, since this was approached as a group, we hope in this video intro to briefly give you some inside information on how we accessed and how we synthesized the resources that were available for us to that we needed for our project. Understanding this process not only makes it easier for us to design various programs based on different theoretical frameworks, since we already have come to understand how this system works. We've designed the site and the site that you can review to give insight to others on their quest to do the same kind of work that we were required to do, and we hope that we've done that and make it easier for others as they go through the same steps that we've done over the last several months.
So here's our site. First step in the process. As we did a literature review. And before we did the literature review, we actually started off with our topic selection. So we chose two different topics in theoretical learning, and then found one that we thought we wanted to work on. We chose transformational learning.
And we had a choice of different topics as far as which learning theories and different things, and as it turned out, Vince and I were the only ones who selected transformational learning theory.
Yeah. So after we did that, we went to the database and we used EDAC and looked up peer-reviewed journals to be able to find our transformational learning theory data. Wrote our literature review and found some implications for use overall.
The process with lit review can be troublesome sometimes because you think you found a very credible source, and then as it turns out that it is a very weak review and it doesn't provide you the things moving forward, and you end up sometimes even having to go back and start from scratch and find other credible sources.
And sometimes you pull the things out that you realize aren't as important as others, and that's also a challenge.
Yes, indeed it is.
So this is probably a foundational step.
Yes, very much so.
Then the next process that we used was review to find out what kind of models were already out there based upon transformational learning that we could learn from and maybe ours.
And with it, you know, again, it is sometimes trial and error. I think I got pretty lucky that I found a program that used a service learning project to emphasize one of the key fundamentals of transfer learning theory, and that's the self-reflection portion. So that service learning project in the program review we did on a from a college in New York, they that was pivotal because obviously transfer learning theory, you know, was our whole design from the beginning, and we were able to piggyback and see that program and how it evolved, and things from it that we liked, and we wanted to do similar things in our program.
And I chose another project in my Cillian school, which is a little different. They were looking at societal transformation and had rooted some of their ideals in what it would look like for individuals who wanted meaningful contribution in their lives into society, and who wanted to go through a transformation in their own lives for that. So they used some of the transformational learning and technique to facilitate that. So we found some kind of models from them that we use for our own. We'll go on to step number 3, which was the actual program design. And we chose to focus on a cross-cultural immersion experience. It's similar to service learning and similar to some of the things in the other program that we looked at, but is unique in and of itself.
And with this program design, this is where the individual comes into play. You as individual, those who are watching this video, you as individual future educators or wherever you're at in your professional life, you put those personal touches on the different program aspects, whether it's you prefer a service learning project over a paper, over a self-study, or whatever it may be. And that's what I think the program design, that's where it is personalized as far as what Vince and we put our personal feelings, our personal likes into this portion of the entire process of designing a program.
And one of the challenges we had when we got here was having to reevaluate previous steps. I know we did this maybe more than others did, but we wanted to make sure that what we did was actually rooted in transformational learning theory.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we actually, if you look at our process, we did a revision of both previous steps just a little bit to make sure that we can short up any things we have. Hopefully, others won't have to repeat that, and by doing it the first time, translating this movie.
A little bit of growing pains in it, but that's sometimes how we learn.
All right, and you can see the process here and the purpose and context, target learners, the objective, and rationale. And after we were done, we had some evaluation. I'll let Troy tell a little bit about it.
With mine, I sent it to my capstone professor, my undergrad, who is a highly distinguished professor at IUPUI, and Dr. Marianne Wokek wears several hats over there, including the director of the American Institute of Thought. And so for me, that was huge to get her input, and I knew that she was going to be critical because she does obviously evaluations on other professors of history within the IUPUI history department, and So I hesitated at first, but I knew that that's what we needed to do in order to get some good positive feedback and for the program evaluation to actually work the way it was designed. I knew I needed to put it out there to someone who was going to be critical, and Dr. Wokeg did exactly what I hoped she would have done.
I chose Josh Alter, who was regional director of the ASP program, Accelerated Associates Degree Program at Ivy Tech. And Josh has a lot of in the field community learning under his belt. And so I knew that he would be able to evaluate how this would actually look in the field. And also having the understanding of the kinds of learning he wanted to do, he could tell how that would change. And he did. Just laid out what was to understand, things that needed to be shored up, and would work. Overall, we learned a lot about this whole process, and each of the steps are vital in being able to pull this apart and break it down into manageable so that it could be built into the program. We were really proud of it and have the opportunity to try and move forward even as we go on.
And I think that it's, I wouldn't say ironic, I think it's part of education itself that we ourselves underwent a transformative learning process in the process of designing a program that used those same fundamentals. We had to use self-reflection, and we had to use other fundamentals of that same theory in our program design as we learned and as we grew as future educators.
That's an excellent point there, Troy. And that's part of the dynamics of tensions and struggles anyway. But to have this as a background on top of it, also give you some additional tools in working through those things as well. And so for folks working on this kind of design program, I think it's really critical to put yourself into this, not simply knowledge, but to be able to through what it's like for you, what your desires are, what your purposes are, and integrate them in such a way that it's something you can be proud of.
Definitely, and definitely proud of the program that we designed, and I think I'm even more proud of the teamwork that came together and the relationship, and as fellow students that Vince and I, that grew over these months in this project.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our project demonstration, and take a look around on our website. Adult education is wix.com/EDAC64, and our main blog is insights.blogspot.com, and you can read all about what we've done. So thanks.
Yep, thank you.